Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. As promised, I did say I would do a twin flame soulmate reading today, even though it's done at a later time during and on a Wednesday, which is usually the day that we do this reading randomly, as time has been very limiting. So I haven't been able to stay on and provide a reading such as this for you every Wednesday. It's the Yes Please reading, but we won't be doing it live, so just leave, or I should say comment yes please beneath the video if you want me to take a personal handwritten love message for you, and I will get back to all of you as soon as I can. Give me a couple of days. All right, so we are looking into twin flame soulmate, important relationships, divine unions, whether it's someone you already know, you've been dealing with for a long time, or you know these relationships can be from past lifetimes. So some of you may have not been dealing with this person at all. So they could show up as someone new in your life, but obviously you will sense, you will feel that this is an important connection. So, calling on Spirit for guidance. I am going to do a Celtic cross today. I'm going to do it differently. As I said, this is done in the evening, and you should have it by the time the full moon is happening, which is in some hours ahead. The full moon in Gemini, which is on Mars. Okay, dear Spirit, Divine, Archangel Michael, please guide me. What's going on with this important relationship? What is the potential for the future moving forward? How are things on both sides? So what is the possible outcome? What are the challenges? What is it that we need to know pertaining to this important relationship that you are focusing on as I am shuffling? What's going on in love? Where is this love union? My dear friends, Venus is now, she's visible up in the sky. She's finished her journey through the underworld. She shows up in the evening sky now. So that is a big deal, as Mars, and we know Venus and Mars are the lovers of the zodiac, of our solar system. Mars is retrograde in Gemini, so it looks like the divine masculine has got a lot of, they've got their work cut out for them and important decisions that they need to make moving forward. When we say divine masculine, you could be a female, let's say, and have more yang energy within in your making, let's say, in your identity. You could be a fire sign, let's say, and you've got strong air in your chart, which would make you a very strong yang person. And we know that the yang energy, the masculine, is all about action and moving forward and doing things, right? Not sitting back and being recessive and waiting. So take whichever role suits you. I will be, at the end, I'll be taking this beautiful deck that I look at for love, and I'm using the Queen, let's say, or the Empress, you could say. Whether you consider yourself to be, if you consider yourself to be more on the masculine side, then this would be the person that you're thinking of or watching this reading for. On the other hand, if you're more yin energy, this is you, okay? So we'll be looking at the Lover's Path Tarot as well, which I have here. Some Sevillas, some Lenormand, we'll see. And at the end, of course, I'll be taking my handwritten love messages. If you are blessed with the same message personally, when I get around to doing that, with today's cards, today's handwritten love messages in this general reading, then know that this is a very important message for you. There's something in this reading for you. So you should check out this reading again and again, because we go into a lot of detail. So Spirit, Archangel Michael and Archangel Lophil, can you please guide pertaining to this love relationship? Thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting. It does support and help the channel. And my love and my blessings for the holiday season around the corner go to all of you. Happy birthday, dear Sagittarius, as you are going through your solar return. All the blessings should come in for you. And after this full moon, everyone, things will start to fix up. Please remember that Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo and Pisces, they're the ones that are under more strain at this time. So cut them some slack. Okay, they feel the pressure. They may act out of character. Try to be more understanding. I think it's the fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus, that are coming out of the challenges now, slowly and steadily. The focus is more now on the mutable signs, as I said, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo and Pisces. And I'm going to say also Aries, because with Mars retrograding in Gemini, obviously Gemini and which signs are ruled by Mars? It's Aries and Scorpio. Okay, let's see what's going on with the Celtic cross. 5 of Swords, totally on point where the energies are concerned, as this full moon is happening on a retrograde Mars. Okay, and that can be very much the 5 of Swords energy. Usually I do see third parties in this card, but in this deck it shows one person only. Interesting, which says to me that someone is conflicted internally on whether there are third parties or this is just an internal battle, conflict, and there's harsh communications, maybe because of a lack of truth or communication. Maybe some of you have been blocked. I would say that whoever has been blocked would be in this energy, right? Which is very frustrating and very aggressive and very angry. That's what I get. What is the challenge? We've got the 3 of Coins. Third parties for sure. More than likely, and for most of you. So the challenge, if this is not a third party for you, if there's no third parties or 4 people, we could be talking about, even up to 4 individuals, where both people could come from commitments, marriage, and be dealing with others, right? Love affairs obviously can involve third parties, but also we need to many times take into account not only that someone will feel like they're the third person, but there's a 4th person there as well, that many of you could be dealing with. Not everyone's situation will be the same. Now also this is the card of being quite technical, knowing one's ability or being noticed for the work that has been done. But this is in the challenge position. So the effort, the ability is in the challenge position. And I get here because he is really focusing on the finest of details. That's what could be what is the challenge here, that someone is conflicted about tiny details, little details that have been missed or that someone's looking into with Mars retrograding in Gemini. Gemini is all about communication, information. So this is the challenge, maybe not to get stuck on the little details, but look at the bigger picture. Where is this relationship coming from in the past? Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is Libra, could be Gemini, could be Aquarius. Queen of Swords is usually a divorcee, a widow, someone that's quite intelligent, The energy of Libra is equality. And we know the Queen of Swords is usually very fair. If this is Libra, we know that Libra cannot do without partnerships and relationships. They don't feel whole, they feel half. And relationships and equal relationships, so equilibrium and equal giving and receiving, respect, love, honor, whatever it is, trust, is very important for the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords also shows a divine feminine, more than likely, that is very technical, that does look, she reads between the lines, she's very intelligent. She can have a tough, she could use tough language, and she also can come across as quite cold, maybe because she's been hurt before. She needs the proof. She needs the proof that her person is willing to go the mile for her, right? She's been burnt before, so she's got her eyes wide open. She's not going to be deceived. She's not going to let herself get hurt again. What's crowning this reading? Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. And it brings me back to this card, which I also thought was the Eight of Pentacles. It looks very similar to me, but it's the 3. And I did speak about the fine details, the little, I don't know, the little nuances, those words, maybe, you know, getting stuck on one word or a phrase that someone said, or just being very discerning, or just being very nitpicky. You know, the negative side to Virgo can be perfectionism, pointing out the flaws of the other person, because Virgo tries to be perfect. The Virgo energy archetype demands or hopes to have the same thing from their partner. So anyway, on your mind, and what's crowning you is communication. We see the man holding up a letter. So this could be someone looking back to past messages, hoping for news. It is connected to work, and it could also be saying, because we've got 2 cards, 2 work cards, that there's heavy competition around work, other people involved, possible gossip as well, third parties, comments, words, obviously. And we see here that this man is really looking closely, trying to read between the lines, taking time out at work, and maybe looking at past messages. That's what I'm getting from this. Let's look at the recent past. We've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very loving. She's all about openness. So we've got 2 queens here, my dear friends. So obviously there can be a third party. Now, for some of you, as I don't have a king yet, for some of you, this could also be a same-sex relationship. We do see 2 different individuals, one more the yin energy, and we've got the yang energy. So it's the Queen of Swords that would be more about action and taking the initiative to communicate, to speak truth, to do something about this relationship. The Queen of Cups, she's more motherly, she's more nurturing, more compassionate and trusting, whereas the Queen of Swords is not. Now, these could be 2 individuals. One of these individuals could be you, where you could be a third party. Let's see what else we've got. Queen of Cups would be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, could be any sign. Doesn't have to be their sun sign. Okay, it could be just the energy that they are emanating pertaining to this love connection. So we've got a Queen of Cups, remember, very intuitive, very trusting, can be very emotional, but also very intuitive, and she's someone who trusts and gives her heart. She first gives and then waits to receive, whereas the Queen of Swords waits to receive before she gives. That's the difference here. In the near future, what is the potential? Oh my goodness, Two of Cups. Well, that is a surprise. That is interesting. Now, as most of you know, in my general readings, I don't do reversals. I do in my private readings. So we don't know in the near future if there is a coming together with the Two of Cups. We know it's the Soulmate card. We know it's two people that are ready to celebrate being on the same page, seeing things from the same level, in the same way. You could see that they are tied together with these beads. Have a look at this. Beautiful card. And we've got Venus in the background here. Yes, there is possibility for love, for let's drink to this. Even if we disagree, let's make this agreement. Maybe possibly also an invitation to go out and have a chat, have a talk. We'll see. Let's look at the position of you. Page of Coins. Page of Coins is usually, and of course it shows Earth, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do see a fair bit of Earth. Pages are messengers. They are very youthful energy. Page of Coins would be someone that is studying or even contemplating, can this relationship make it to a commitment, get to the point of being committed? Because the pentacle that the page holds is something long-term. It could speak to a home, a commitment, a marriage. Let's move in together. Is there enough value in this relationship for me? Will I be valued? Remember, Earth is strategic. It's slow. Okay, so there's something that you guys, that those who are here watching me are looking at and are strategizing and planning for the future possibly. Or you're looking for something, you're hoping to learn something about the person that you are thinking about, whether they've got a child. I mean, this is a child. Page of Coins is an earth sign child, more than likely. Or whether maybe even a past message promised something long term. That's what I'm getting with the person up here reading this letter, going through their messages, and it's like you're trying to cut through the chase, or again discern, or take out, draw out words, or remember that, as I said again, Virgo can read between the lines. So trying to read into something that wasn't really spoken of, but maybe was hinted. Let's look at your environment. We've got the Three of Swords. So the person you're dealing with, they are heartbroken. Three of Swords is a disappointment, right? And because it's your environment, more than likely we are talking about the person you're thinking about. They're in the Three of Swords energy. Okay, so maybe you've gone through a breakup. Remember the Five of Swords here. Lots of swords. And I don't know if, because we've got strong air, a lot of air element. We'll take more. And we actually see tears here. They actually have been hurt. They've gone through something. I don't know what it is. We've got a couple of threes here. Now, three, of course, remember always, is the empress. And the empress is Venus. And obviously, Venus in the sky, she's ready to ingress into Capricorn, which is all about severity and being serious where love matters are concerned, and needing to do the hard work. It's not play. Venus in Capricorn is getting serious, maturing. It's like Venus visiting the house of Kronos, Saturn. And Saturn can be very cold. So someone has been very cold to the other person here. And this hurts. That's what I see here. What are the hopes and fears? We've got the Moon. Someone may be hoping to find out the truth. things that have been hidden, they're hoping to see. Remember, this reading is being done with the energies of the full moon in Gemini. Someone is hoping to be able to make a decision if they're choosing between two. Or remember that Gemini is also curiosity. They're hoping to find some information. The moon also speaks to the home and the past, so this could speak to a past connection. There could be also a lot of secrecy because we've got the Three of Swords and the moon, which does speak to the home logically, to a home. So your person has been heartbroken pertaining to something having happened in their home, and I don't know why I get like a subconscious purging, and maybe this runs deep into the past. Could be connected to someone's mother. They could be reliving things that their mother went through, dealing with some karma that they've brought into this incarnation. But we know the moon is very secretive, so the pain that the person you're thinking of is going through, they're holding it to themselves. They're not sharing that. And you know the moon does speak to fears, so they could be fearing also that this is done and dusted, that this is over, and that there's been deception. Maybe there has been deception if you're dealing with someone who's in another commitment, because I do feel that this brings up things pertaining to the home, possibly a mother and a child. We could be talking about someone that is in a marriage that has got children as well. Let's see what the possible outcome is. And we've got the Nine of Wands. So someone's been brought down to their knees. Someone's been bogged. And something's weighing heavily pertaining to this relationship. Now we see the Nine of Wands, which says the outcome is possibly needing to stand firm and knowing that you are close to the end. And we see the moon again here. We do see a new moon here, which says, hold on just a moment longer. Something is beginning here, maybe that you don't know about. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the Ace of Coins, which is commitment, which is something long-term, which is a potential. Remember what I was talking about here with the Page of Coins. The general energy is getting grounded, being stable, being patient. Earth is physical, tangible, it's real. But there needs to be value. There needs to be the ability to make something real and not have it only in our dreams, in our hearts, right? Not just yearn or imagine or hope for, but more so be able to see that something can become real and true and not have it only in our imagination. I mean, we know the Queen of Cups, she's very dreamy, right? The emotions. What's beneath the Ace of Coins? We've got the Sun, so we do have strong Leo, the Sun and the Ace of Coins here. The Sun does speak to true love. It speaks to the inner child. It speaks to romance, flirtation, risk-taking. The Sun can possibly also speak to reconciliation, happiness, and also being at the first stage of just flirtation, right? Where something hasn't really picked up off the ground because of disappointments, missed other people here, choices. We've got the Knight of Wands. Maybe someone was not ready to settle down. Knight of Wands could be a player. We could be talking about a Sagittarian strong energy here. Sag, Leo, Aries. Let's not get stuck only on the signs here. The Knight of Wands is someone that's very driven, very passionate, and because many times I do see it as the Sagittarian energy, some of you could be dealing also with someone that travels a lot for work, loves to travel, lives at a physical distance, comes from different beliefs, they're not someone who grew up where you grew up, let's say. So, Four of Wands, oh my goodness. There is the marriage card, the Four of Wands. And then we've got the Knight of Wands, which does make it 5 Wands. So there is conflict here again. I don't know, is it the physical distance that's the conflict, or someone has been a player within a marriage? And we've got the King of Wands, everyone. We've got the King of Wands. King of Wands is very powerful. Now, it could be a King of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Could also be an air sign, I'm going to say. Fire and air to me are the yang energy. We do have a fair bit of air here. So, now the King of Wands usually is someone that's very powerful, very respected, very driven, very creative, but also very passionate. So we've got a fair bit of fire here. But the king turns into a knight. So the king usually sits on his throne. He gives the orders. Here, the king is turning into the knight. He's ready to do the work and take the action. So in a way, king going from a king to a knight, that's someone being demoted in love, having been slapped across the face, humbled, having gone through some sort of a lesson. Let's take more cards and see what's going on. What is the Karma Dharma, dear Spirit? What is the Karma Dharma, dear Spirit, please? What is the Karma Dharma? Don't forget to leave your yes please beneath the video so that I can get to you in the next couple of days and get you a personal love message, dear friends. Thank you for commenting, liking, sharing and subscribing. I am in between moving. I'm almost done. What's holding me back is the internet connection. I cannot do without an internet connection. It's the internet that's taking forever. So I'm in between two homes at this time and I'm not fully done yet. Just if you've been wondering, I know a lot of you have been asking me. And with Mars retrograding in Gemini, which Gemini is the internet, looks like January is going to be when the internet's going to be on. Let's see what's going on here. Where this love connection is concerned, we've got the moon. So there's a lot of hidden stuff, a lot that is not known. And we also see Pisces here. And Pisces does speak to unconditional love, a deep love, a spiritual love as well. Sacrificing. Right? The moon, again, connects to the mother, connects to motherhood, nurturing and loving a certain person. But it can speak to fears pertaining to trust, the moon does. And remember that the moon also speaks to someone's heritage and their lifeline and traditions and where they've been raised, where they've been born. So let's restart. Okay. What I'd like to do now is I want to take the Lover's Path Tarot. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If this is a love triangle, we've got a fire sign, or the divine masculine is coming through as a fire sign. Nevertheless, that's the way they're acting. That's the way they're showing up at this point. Fire and water go together. Fire and air can clash. There can be a lot of competition. So the Queen of Cups with the King of Wands would be a better match, I would say. I'd like to hear your opinions, if you agree with me on that. What's going on in this love connection? I think I will take 3 cards. Where is this love connection at this point? because there is a good potential here in the near future, and Spirit is saying, hold on, you're almost at the end of the challenges and the difficulties. 3 cards. We have the 3 of Cups in the now position. We do have the 4 of Cups, missed chances, someone not being happy emotionally in the past. What about in the future? Oh my God. We've got the 10 of Cups, everyone. This is a reconciliation. This is celebration. 10 of Cups is bliss. It's happiness. Now, if this is the 3 of Cups, a reconciliation that will bring a family situation to an end, because someone, we've got all cups here, first of all cups. So today's reading on this full moon speaks of a tsunami of emotions. Check it out if you have not. It's my last upload. So much water, even though this full moon is happening in an air sign and a fire sign. Remember that Pisces and Virgo are also connected to this full moon, and Pisces has shown up very strongly here. Now, Jupiter is at the 29th degree of Pisces, ready to end a 12-year cycle. Jupiter is at a critical degree, and Jupiter speaks to wisdom, truth, justice. It's hope. Jupiter does speak to gains, abundance, optimism. But Pisces is also the house of imprisonment, mental asylums, feeling blocked. It's the house of karma. And it's also, remember that Pisces has no boundaries. Pisces loves to the point where they get used because they're very trusting. And because they've got a very trusting heart, unfortunately. But Jupiter is trying to bring the truth, trying to take off those rose-colored glasses. Now, we've all got Pisces somewhere in our chart. So have we been wearing those rose-colored glasses? It's time for those to come off. Now, Pisces is water. Pisces is the seas. There's so much water. And I do feel that when we read the energies, and that's what I get now with this reading, that there is going to be a tsunami of emotions. Whether it's good or bad, it will be different for each of you, right? Because I do not read reversals in this deck either, and all the cards are up. Now, we've got 7 and 10 is 17, which is the star card, but we can also count 1 and 7, which equals 8, the strength card, which is saying, hold on, be strong, you need to trust in your higher self, okay, that you've got the ability to do what it is that you want. What is it that you're dreaming of? Now, if this is something where there's deception, because Pisces can also be a lot of deception and betrayal and lies and disillusionment, it's either going to go one way or the other. So with 17 cups, this could promise a reconciliation for some of you now and up until the Aquarius chapter, the Aquarius time. Maybe someone needs to end from a family unhappy situation. The 10 of Cups turns into the Ace, which is a new beginning. Okay, I just want to take a peek because I can. 4 of Cups, we've got Judgment underneath. Someone's had to make a decision because they were not emotionally happy where they were. 3 of Cups, we've got the oppression and we've got the Tower here. And the Tower did come out in today's reading. So this is a good surprise for me, for many of us. It will be. Now, the 3 of Cups can also speak to gossip and third parties. So those of you that are figuring out that there is a third party and you're the third person, then you could be ending something. What's beneath here? And we've got Desire and we've got the Chariot beneath. Tristan and Isolde. Tristan and Isolde. You can Check them out. Check it out. What is the mythology? What is the story, I should say, of this divine union? And the Chariot speaks to victory, also movement, new homes possibly, but also needing to make a decision, having the power, knowing that you are riding that chariot, right? You are riding your own life, moving it forward and not being stuck. There's the King of Wands. Incredible. We see an embrace, an incredible embrace here. And I think I remember here Tristan and Isolde. There are quite a few stories where I think Tristan died. It wasn't a happy ending, I think. But for me, Tristan, because I've had a personal situation myself with someone who had that name, and they seemed like very much like an archangel, very much like a very special person. So take the messages as they resonate for you. It is called desire. There is a desire for much happiness, for bliss, for the Ten of Cups, which is, it is happiness on steroids, right? The Ten of Cups. Someone wants the picket fence, the children, the happy end. But let's see. Let's take some Lenormand. 3 Lenormand cards, I think. So we've got a lot of water here. It is a very emotional time. Emotions can be running really wild. Remember, Mars can be aggressive as he's going backwards. He can be very frustrated. We've got the magnifying glass, which also, again, brings me to this energy here. Someone is looking for information, trying to read between the lines, trying to make something of someone's words. I get 44. I don't know if that is an age, the age of someone, whether it's your age or the person you're thinking of. What does 44 mean for you when you think of the other person? Is it a house number? Is it they're your angel? I mean, 44 is an angel number. Okay, we've got the dice. The dice does speak to a gamble, a risk. It's like someone's having the courage, or they're taking a risk on searching for information. It's a risk for them that they're checking out information, maybe spying on someone. Okay, I think all these cards wanted to come out. We've got the death card here, the coffin, everyone. So the South Node is in Scorpio. Something has ended here. Scorpio also speaks to fears. It speaks to secrecy, a secret, intimate connection as well. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We've got the well, again, very deep. The emotions are running very deep. There could be a lot of deception, a lot of unknown matters, things that are unknown. Some of you could also be imagining something. It's like very dreamy energy, but there's also endless possibilities here. And look at what we've got. We've got the heart here. And we've got the dog. Someone is very loyal here. Someone's loyalty and putting in the effort will bring them love here. The heart is Sun in Leo. I love this. And with the dog, which speaks to being obedient or following someone's orders or wanting to play. And we've got a lot of Leo energy, a lot of playful energy. So for many of you, there's a lot of flirtation, possibly moving forward, especially with the Two of Cups here. But also with the dog, this is something long-lasting. This could also be a friendship that's turning into a romantic connection. This is also support from friends. Let's take another layer here. But before I do that, I think I will take the Universal Love Guidebook message, the guidance, and I will read from the guidebook. What is it that we need to know pertaining to this divine union and this Twin flame soulmate connection. Oh, we've got 3 cards. Okay, the goddess, soulmate, and forgiveness. The goddess to me reminds me of the empress. Someone sees you as a goddess. There's a lot of admiration here. Soulmate obviously speaks to a very important connection, and forgiveness. The goddess, I think I may read that from the booklet. Let's quickly read that now. Look at the image and note the feelings that emerge. The lady in the picture with the moon reflecting, and it speaks to the moon again. The moon reflecting behind her is here to remind you of your intuitive and creative power that has somewhat faded over the past month. There is much to be gained by reconnecting with your innate creative power, for it is the very essence of life and all creation. All it takes is for you to look inside. Intuition, creativity, and reflection are your 3 greatest tools. With them, you can anticipate, respond to, and draw wisdom from the world around you. Pay attention to what you feel in your heart and let your inner goddess shine through you. She holds the power of the entire universe, and as such, so do you. And you know, I remember in today's reading also mentioning that the moon showed up very greatly. So obviously, I can't even see what I'm doing now because my camera keeps turning off. So I don't know if I'm clearing this for you. But anyway, there's nothing I can do about that. So it does say trust your intuition. Today's reading was saying take time out. Take time out. Give yourself a break. And the message with the goddess said the same thing. So let's see what's going on with the 5 of Swords in the now position. We've got the Ace of Wands. This is beautiful. So someone is ready to take action. Someone is ready to fight, even though there could be external noise, other people. The Ace of Wands can also speak to clarity and seeing things more clearly. Maybe, I don't know, through our heart. Ace of Wands, it's an initiation. It is a potential for a new beginning, and even willing to step on other people's toes to have this, because it's the Ace of Wands is the apple of our eye. It's where love is concerned. Ace of Wands is the desire which jumpstarts or gives us the ability to take action, to have the courage to create, right? It is an ace, and the Ace of Wands is also a very strong sexual energy. When we use that wisely, we can overcome and move past those 5 of Swords. So it's the ability to have the courage to move on from that 5 of Swords, move towards serenity through seeing clearly. The 5 of Swords is where we don't really see clearly. We're conflicted internally. Why do we have the 3 of Pentacles in the challenge position? There's the King of Swords, and we had a King of Wands as well. The King of Swords could be possible legalities. We do have the Queen of Swords here, so these 2 would be a couple. Or it's 2 people that are not showing their emotions right now. King of Swords could be the 4th person, right? Could be a 4th person. King of Swords is in the challenge because he needs to open up emotionally. And someone, maybe someone being in a love triangle or being in an unhappy commitment. Let's say someone has met their soulmate and they're in an unhappy commitment. It's not easy to go through divorce and separation, tells me the King of Swords in the challenge position. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. we have the Two of Wands. So she's got choices. She's got choices, and the keys in her hands. She's got the ability here to find a resolution, and she needs to use her intelligence and her clear seeing, her clear mind to make the right decision. She holds the key. So the key is information, communication, truth, fairness, and justice. And maybe someone is searching for the key to unlock this Queen of Swords. Because remember, I'm not reading reversals. So Queen of Swords is usually quite verbal. Sometimes if she's in the reverse, she's not talking. She's not communicating. So take it as it resonates for you. Let's see. The Two of Wands, of course, could be also something relative to long distance. As we usually see someone that's ready to go on that journey, but they need to make a choice. And what she's looking for is balance, is to be on the same page as the person that she connects with. Let's look at the Queen of Cups. We've got Faith, and we've got the Hierophant. Queen of Cups could be in a marriage, possibly. Or the Queen of Cups is hoping and praying for a commitment. Again, it will be different for each of you. Now, could be saying also that this Queen of Cups, has got two choices, is given a second chance. Remember that in the Hierophant, we do see two keys. Queen of Cups could also be someone that is more family orientated, obviously. And also very spiritual indeed. She's been praying, hoping and wishing for a commitment, for a marriage, for something long term. Possibly, if this is the same person, possibly also needing to overcome any obstacles so that she could free herself from, remember that the Hierophant can also be its traditions. It's more about set rules. But the Queen of Cups, she uses her heart. She doesn't come from a cold, mathematical position, let's say. She is more about love, and the Hierophant is all about following the rules. It's the constitution of marriage, so it's doing things by the book and the way they've always been done. Okay, let's see what this Eight of Cups is. Eight of Pentacles crowning your reading. We've got the Star, which is promised, which I spoke about. This could be news that comes through social media, or whatever this person is seeking and finding. Holds hope. Does hold hope. Because the Star is a card of healing, a card of hope, and a wish fulfillment at a timely or physical distance. This could be news coming through social media. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups in the near future. We've got the Empress, everyone. I was talking about the Empress. The Empress to me here speaks to more the energy of the Empress, which means Venus, which means abundance. Now, possibly this Two of Cups for some of you may take longer than others. I have spoken about the Aquarius season. We also have the King of Swords, which is Aquarius for me. The Aquarius Pisces season, which I've spoken about in a couple of my readings recently. For others of you, this could also be in the Taurus season. Right, we've got Taurus, Libra here. I don't think it will be the Libra season. The Empress needs to be patient. Here we see her fully blown. which means that she's been very patient, and maybe it's just around the corner for others of you that she will feel abundant. She will feel loved, nurtured, and respected, right? The Empress is the pinnacle of love. She is Venus. Let's look at this Page of Coins. What's this in the position of you about? We've got the Lovers, so you do have a choice. You do have a choice. Interesting, I didn't put the last card down. The general energy, which was the Ace of Pentacles. I guess I wasn't meant to. Let's look at the other person, the Three of Swords. So you know that this is a very strong and very blessed and divine union. The Lovers is here. And you see your twin in the other person. We've got the Death card, so Scorpio comes up here. This is an ending, a major ending that your person has gone through or is going through. There's a lot of hardships here, a lot of tears. They could be dealing with a karmic shedding of past karma, or you could be dealing with an air sign, and Scorpio is here as well. The ending of the illusion, or whatever they are letting go of, will open possibly many doors. We've got Scorpio and Pisces here. Again, very emotional. Let's look at the Moon in your hopes and fears. We've got the Six of Cups, which is the Soulmate card, nostalgia. Someone is like reliving the past. Some of you have known this person from a past lifetime. Some of you maybe lived very close to this person. Maybe you know them from your childhood. And for many of you, you could be parents as well. Let's look at the possible outcome. We've got the Chariot, which we already saw. This is like change. This is transition. And again, we see the Moon. Incredible. Some of you could be moving to a new home. Could be at a physical distance. Doesn't have to be. But this is a new home. And you are moving towards victory. As long as you are taking charge and you know that you've got this. The Nine of Wands. I think that what will put an end to this burden, we know nines are endings, is all about the decision. A very important decision. And honing in on the energies, bringing in those two horses, right? The yin and the yang, the darkness and the light, making them work for you. The power is within us. It's not within anyone else. The Chariot goes towards victory. And we've got the World. And the World is also victory. A very victorious card. It's an accomplishment. Something is ending here. Nevertheless, someone is in transition. They're coming towards the end of the Fool's Journey, which will open up a brand new cycle. And remember, here we've got the fixed signs. So Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. And again, some of you are moving towards maybe traveling abroad, the world, being at a physical distance, feeling on top of the world, possibly as well. And we've got the Five of Pentacles, which lets me know that there are major differences between the two of you. Possible financial differences. So one person could be financially in a stable position, the other person not. So you come from different parts of the world, different upbringing. There are many differences for each of you. Possibly also you come from different beliefs, or there's a big age group between the two of you. We've got the Queen of Wands. We did see the King of Wands, everyone. We see a lot of divine feminine. A lot of divine feminine energy here, which speaks to, again, very emotional energies. What's beneath here? We've got the scythe, so someone is going through an ending. We've got the scythe and we've got the death card. Here we've got the death card and we've got the three of swords. So someone is going through major change, closing up a cycle. Ooh, and this is probably what we will be finding out about with the fox. It could also be, some of you could be putting an end to someone that was very much a thief or not on the up and up, or someone is strategically, on the other hand, looking for a way to get out of an unhealthy situation. And there are the storks. Someone is like leaving a home. The storks do speak to having built on a new foundation, a new home. It does connect to children. But someone is like, it's like building on something and then strategically, in broad daylight, leaving, cutting something away. So I don't know exactly what that means for you, my dear friends. Maybe someone felt like they were very lucky in the past. They thought that they would start building on a new foundation, that this new beginning has come in. But then something happened. There was strategy, stealth, theft, lies, which has caused this relationship to go through a death process, a metamorphosis. Wow. I need to restart again. Now, the stork, my friends, could also speak to a yearning for a brand new cycle, a new life, and a brand new life, like cutting everything from the past and starting new. So I don't know, for each of you it will be different. Now, I want to look at the Mystic Moon Oracle deck because it shows the shadow side of this relationship. It can speak to fears, subconscious, someone's secretive emotions. This is what this deck shows me. So, as many of you know from my personal readings, I don't like to just be over-optimistic. If I see that there is a possibility that things are not going to work out, I will tell you the truth in my personal readings. So that's why I like to use this deck as well. It shows us the negative side to this relationship. So see if this speaks to you. Because from the outcome, it looks like things are going to work out. But as I said again, I'm reading for many of you. So we always need to look at both sides. Let's see what's going on in this union. Separation, Three of Swords, very similar to the Three of Swords. There has been a breakup and a separation, third parties. Or those of you that have not met this person yet, you could be coming from another separation, or your person, or both of you. And you're meant to meet each other, right? Meet up with each other. Twin flames don't have it easy. Sometimes they can go through a whole lifetime without connecting. We have ascending and guide. It's like seeing the light. It's like a spiritual union. This is very similar to the Hermit card for me. And this separation is going to bring an ascension, which says that it's taking this relationship up a notch. Someone needed to understand that this is a spiritual connection. For many of you, that's what this could be saying. I want to get a bit more information though. Mute. So there is no communication possibly now. Someone is going through their shadow phase. They're doing their shadow work. They're seeking guidance. And we've got the Tower. It speaks to destruction, someone fearing the worst. Remember, this is very much like the Tower to me. And there's a metamorphosis. So for this to come through, something needs to change here. And I'm going to take a couple more cards, more information. We've got karmic partner. Some of you are meant to let go of a karmic partner. And we've got settling. Those of you that haven't been able to let go of a karmic partner and make space for this special union, then the Tower is going to come in, and it's not going to be easy. This is the hand of God and Spirit. Some of you are settling in a relationship because of having children. Fifth dimension, twin flame connection, surely. And there is devotion. Maybe both of you are devoted to connecting with your twin flame soulmate, but you're needing to go through a metamorphosis, do the shadow work before that is feasible and possible. Numbing, the pain is huge. Some of you are drinking, eating, binging, taking drugs to try and tune out, zonk out, I should say. So the pain is numbing. And I get the message, if not with you, then no one. From my handwritten love cards, that's the message I get with these cards. Someone is truly devoted, and I'm going to say hopelessly devoted to you. Wow. Oh, wow. Let's look at the this queen, the yin energy. What is she going through? What is the potential? How is she feeling? What are the possibilities here? What is she going through? What is she feeling? Remember that she's like the Queen of Cups. What's going on where true love is concerned, because she, to me, is the Queen of Hearts. What's going on? We have the Sun, so Leo comes up. We have the Clover, which speaks to good luck, and it looks like a path opens up to a new home. And I knew it. We've got the Mirror, the broken mirror, which is very much like the Death card. And I'm going to say also that these are negative energies with this card. They could also be negative energies. Remember, we have Scorpio greatly, so someone hasn't been hoping for this relationship to work out. Also, what I get is things were looking really well until something changed. There was a bout of bad luck here. What's that about? Maybe the difficulty is because this is a long-distance relationship, or needing to work through. It's like the Tower also, needing to have a major metamorphosis change before you can take this journey. Could be a physical or a metaphorical. Now the cats can speak to distrust, but they can also speak to being very vigilant and, 9 lives. This relationship has 9 lives. And we do see the mother and her kittens here. So we're talking about someone very nurturing. It's more so the divine feminine that has gone through a lot of bad luck here, possibly. What's at the bottom here? But we've got the fireplace, which is very much like the Ace of Wands. This is like a spiritual union. In my Sevillas, which I'm going to take 3 Sevillas now, the Himeno, the Ace of Wands, where there is a commitment or someone is popping the question. This is a very similar card for me. 29, which equals an 11. Yeah. Someone's needed to make a choice. We go from number 22. Someone's needing to make a choice. They're carrying a heavy burden right now. And it also says that someone needs to transition. Again, we saw the ship under that. Under this card, we saw the ship. Someone is wanting to settle down, but they're carrying a heavy burden. Someone wants to end the changes or the transition, maybe physically at a distance. Let's take some Sevillas. We've got Omaggio di Preziosi, a precious gift. We've got the domestico. There are trust issues. The domestico is usually someone that's very close to you, around your home. Could be someone that someone is dealing with. Could be a partner where there is distrust. So a partner where someone wants to get out of a relationship, or this is saying that there was a precious gift, but then something went wrong. We've got a black 11 here, but here we've got the Ace of Cups, and we've got pleasant conversations around a table. So the gift here is a meeting. Someone is not trusting that this will happen. And we've got the Two of Cups here and the home. I hope that you could see this. Again, my camera has stopped, so I don't know what's going on with Mars retrograde on this full moon. The Kaza is here. This is like a home, a family, it's like the institution, some sort of an institution, some sort of tradition. It's connected to family. It speaks to stability, but also it does speak to abundance. It's a mansion. It's not just a home. So it does speak to abundance. And we've got la reunion, reconciliation for many of you. Eight of Wands, which are Cupid's love messages, someone's desire to connect to their soulmate, possibly flight travel, long distance. Someone is thinking about that very carefully, very similar to the Hermit, or someone's going through divorce. And that's the Six of Pentacles, which is like someone is thinking seriously of giving back, giving equally what they've received to give back, right? Or possibly fearing that they're going to need to pay out money, right? Six of Pentacles, giving money. Someone's been given more love, more protection, more financial stability than the other person. Maybe it's time to equal things out now. Possibly. Let's take my handwritten love cards messages, and this is what you will be commenting beneath the video. Yes, please, so I can get you a card and see what comes through for you personally. But let's see on this general reading what comes through today. Now, remember, I may be picking up on your energy as well when I take these cards, so take the messages with a grain of salt. And if you've received the messages that come through here, if you've received them in the past, again, that is important for you and on your journey. Your eyes are familiar to me. I know that we've shared lives before. You must feel it too. Six of Cups, so it is a soulmate union. Six of Pentacles, my heart is in your hands. Please don't hurt me. So we've got a couple of sixes. I'm sorry for not trusting you, but I've been hurt before. Seven of Swords. You are so hot. I want you. You drive me crazy. So there's strong desire here. Eight of Wands. Someone really wants to get intimate with you. I want you back. Do you? That's the Three of Cups, the card of reconciliation. You are a dream come true. I feel blessed. That's the Four of Wands, possible commitment for some of you. I want to marry you. I want to share my life with you. Ten of Pentacles. And what's at the bottom of the deck? We have you grew a flower in my heart, which I call love. My darlings, this seems like such a positive reading. I'm going to say this is like 70-30, 70% that for a lot of you, you will have a positive outcome. Now, timing is very hard to pinpoint, right? Two of Cups, reconciliation. For most of you, we do see a lot of happy turns here, but we see this comes after a breakup, after tears, after deception, betrayal. Forgiveness is necessary. That's what this card tells us here. Okay, my dear friends, so I think I will leave it there. I hope that this helped. I hope that you at least received one message from here, from this reading. I'm wishing you well. Thank you all so much for the love that you show always. Thank you. Special thanks to my patrons for supporting Divine Debut with their love. Without you, this cannot be continued. We know times are difficult, and I understand that it's not easy for anyone at this time. And we are just before Christmas, so I'm thinking of announcing another special for personal readings. I will let you know in the next few days. Let me know what you think, and thank you all for even considering on joining us on Patreon. And also your likes, shares, comments, and your subscriptions always help. Thank you so much. Love and light. I will talk to you soon. Ta-da.